like, as soon as someone says, right, we need to build more houses, everyone's like, well, where are we going to put it? The green belt. And it's like, well, that's a fair point. You know, there's a lot to be said for, like,
can be had.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for conserving, like, the natural part of the country that's, you know, there and, you know, very pretty and, you know, absorbs carbon and, you know, has many benefits, you know.
Yeah.
Things live there.
Yeah.
And instead of just looking around at, like, the amount of, like, rotted out buildings and office space that now isn't being used because people have gone remote, or, like, just, like, use the space better, guys.
Yeah.
You know? We don't need to, I would wager that you could find a shit ton more housing in the bounds of London without having to, like, build 1 inch outside of London.
Yes. Yeah. Well, what about all these empty properties owned by people who own hundreds of properties and they're not renting them out?
Just empty property tax.
Put a fucking tax on them. Yes, they did. Yeah, and
that kind of work.
And they still, I mean, it's still a problem, but I mean, they talk out there. Because my boyfriend lives in Toronto, and they'll say to me, "Oh, the rent prices here are out of control." Well, my boyfriend pays the equivalent of about £850 a month for a good sized 1-bed apartment, and it's cheap. People will say, "Well, that is cheap,"